Oh, come on. Oh, da-da. Hey, ladies. Good morning. Hi, Kathy. Good morning. Let's see. I see Tiffany on, right? Cassie and Tiffany.
Good morning.
Tiffany,
How are you?
I'm great. You were early bird.
Yeah. I just had to log in early. Sometimes the Wi-Fi is a little crazy in my office. So I just wanted to make sure I could connect.
I like that. I clicked on. I was like, Jesus, she beat me on. Are you excited?
I am. I'm very excited.
Good, 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 good. Well, I am going to contribute to some news or I guess some training that, where's this little fog thing here? What's going on here? I'm going to try to grab.
Are we starting? Can I just mute you and multitask?
Of course, we start at 10:30.
Oh, perfect. Okay, I'll be back.
You have time to get your coffee.
Thank you. I appreciate that. Good morning, Tiffany.
Good morning, Kathy. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good.
All right, where are you? Where did I put you? Oh, okay. So you're just not going to be here for me, huh? Perfect. Okay. Tiffany, were you able to download the documents I sent you guys yesterday?
Yes, I have them all.
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Problem.
I tend to be a night owl.
Me too.
Good morning. Is it Marcel?
Actually, I go by Robin, but
Hi, Robin. I thought I said, I was like, okay, it's Robin. Hi.
hi,
Welcome, welcome.
thank you.
Okay, we got a couple more minutes, ladies, and then we'll get started at 10:30. You guys, I do apologize. My little dog in the back is just like yiping like nobody's business. I'm training a puppy. I know, it's bad. My own fault, he's spoiled. Let's see, board. So it's, is it Leanne or Leon?
It's Lee. Hi there.
Hi, Lee. Welcome. Good morning.
Good morning.
Let's see. Delete draft. Guys, we got 1 minute and then we're going to get started. So we have Lee, we have Tiffany, we have Kathy, we have Robin. We're just waiting for Aurelius with Greater Capital. Guys, get your coffee, guys. And ladies, I sent you an agenda package this morning, early this morning. So can you please download that because I'm not going to do a shared screen. I think I got everyone. Okay, ladies, so we're all on. So I'm going to start the recording. Oh, come on. Whatever. Okay. Okay, here we go. So, but ladies, good morning. I'm Drew Yoakum. I am wearing a couple of hats. I'm the president of Anne Arundel County. I'm the first president-elect of state. I also am doing the program chair until we find a program chair for Anne Arundel County. So wearing a couple of hats, and so my brain is kind of, but I've been doing it for a couple of years, and so, but welcome you guys. So I wanted to start off by saying, are you guys excited in your new role?
Yes.
Good,
Yes,
good, good.
very much so.
Good move, excited. So congratulations, absolutely congratulations. So what I'm going to do is make certain you guys that you have the agenda in front of you. We have a lot of stuff to kind of cover in an hour, but I want to keep you guys right onto your schedule because I know you're busy professionals. So why don't we do this? Why don't we start out with some introductions? And Tiffany was first. So Tiffany, you go first with Baltimore.
Good morning. I'm Tiffany Harris, broker and owner of Harris Hawkins & Co. And I will be president-elect for the Women's Council Greater Baltimore.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Okay. Let's see, Kathy, you were next. Kathy?
Yes, ma'am.
We're doing introductions.
Good morning, everybody. I'm Kathy Hoskins, and I am glad to be here with you ladies this morning. I am the 2021 president-elect for Anne Arundel County, and I was in technology for many, many years and worked for some very large tech companies and decided that I wanted to pursue a different avenue in my life. And so I'm very glad to say that I went from tech to being a realtor, which was, there were a lot of transferable skills, but I think I was looking at Bob Vila when I was like 3 years old. And I decided that, and I'm telling my age here for real, but I'm really glad to be here, and thank you for having me, and I look forward to working with everybody.
So were you trying to be a builder?
I didn't know what I wanted to be at 3, so you know, I kind of evolved, but yeah, I just really decided that if not now, then when, and I just went down that road and jumped out on faith, and I'm very glad that I did.
Okay, perfect. Thank you, Kathy. Welcome.
Thank you.
And so let's see, we're going to go to Robin.
Hey, everybody. Good morning. During these crazy times here, it's kind of really nice to see some faces because working in my basement here gets a little lonely sometimes. But I am a realtor with Long & Foster. I just opened my own AEL in Howard County, in the western part of the county, kind of trying to capture a little bit of the western part of our county here. So I'm the president-elect for Howard County Network. been involved for about the past year, because I don't know if most of you know, Howard County was, and really only got started, I don't even think it's been 2 years now since it started up again. And so I've been trying to help, them, and I really like the idea. I joined the Women's Council because I have 2 grown women, and I guess I'm very much in support of helping other women get. I've grown my business in the past 10 years, and I feel like it's really important to help others and to support other women, because I believe we are a minority, and having your own business and being able to accomplish and do what we can do is just a lifelong goal of mine. So thanks for looking forward to hearing from everybody.
Well, congratulations. Congratulations on both ends, and welcome, welcome.
Thanks.
Okay, so is that Leanne?
Yes, just Lee or Leanna, doesn't matter. That's all good. Thank you. Yes, I'm the president-elect for the Frederick Network. And last year I was the media chairperson.
Oh.
So I've taken quite a promotion there, apparently. But yes, as far as my desire to pursue Women's Council, it's because when I was starting out not all that long ago, Women's Council was where I could turn to actually feel like I was a part of something, more than just my brokerage, more of a camaraderie. And so I'd like to be able to pass that along, and that feeling to other realtors who are out there, especially everyone, like you said, who was it? Marcel, in your basement. And, it gets kind of a little detached at times. So I'm looking forward to it.
Good move. You're absolutely correct. You're right, because you have this, network of women that, even though we're working from home, some of us, you definitely have resources. We do a lot of collaborations with the networks, and I'll share that with you guys also. Well, but welcome, and congratulations.
Thank you.
So, and we have Miss Perez. You are next.
Good morning, everyone, and thank you, Drew. I have been a member of the Women's Council since July 1st of 1999.
Wow, I didn't realize it was that long. Congratulations.
Loyalty. Okay. I've been in the business 32 years. I'm with Sampson Properties. I started with Long and Foster, was there for 26 years. I was branch manager, trainer, you name it, I did it. I am honored to be president-elect for the Greater Capital Area Network, which encompasses DC and Montgomery County.
Mm-hmm.
The reason that I became a member, back in the day, I owe a lot of homage to my icon, Sylvia Rodriguez, who's no longer with us. And I've always been a rebel. And Sylvia actually recruited me to the Women's Council of Realtors because we're never the minority, Michelle. We are the majority. The community at large and others sees us as a minority, but we're not. We are fierce. But I believe that we should elevate us. We should empower us. We should energize. And, I'm all about women empowerment. So the Women's Council of Realtors became to be because, we were put in the back of the bus, and we were allowed to come into the National Association of Realtors. And so we became Women's Council of Realtors. We are the second largest network and organization. So I'm here to serve whatever I can do. I'm here to learn whatever change. I'm here to support.
Perfect. Well, thank you and welcome, welcome. So, ladies, I wanted to do introductions of each other, as you guys know, do some FaceTime too, because we are the Maryland Network, and I will share with you, I've been in the network for about 3 years, and I like that Jackie Bennett always says that, you know, Women's Council is an opportunity to hitch your business to another vehicle. We are an amazing organization. There is, I would say, the sisterhood, the brotherhood, the networking. It's just another opportunity to get some leadership skills, get some referrals, access to tons of information, lots of camaraderie. And especially, I don't care if you're new or you're tenured or whatever, we have an amazing network in this Maryland state and on state level. So please feel free to utilize them. So what I wanted to do, like I said, I wanted to get into, because I know you guys are all crazy busy, but let's get into your role definitions of the president-elect. So did everyone download and receive the agenda and everything that I sent last night?
Yes.
Perfect. And guys, I will tell you here, I speak really fast. So, I mean, I always wake up on 10 all the time. So president-elect, so I will tell you, having been in that role a couple years ago or a year something ago, president-elect to me is president in waiting, and you guys know that. So what you're going to do is, you all have the job description in front of you. There's some key points that you need to do as the president-elect. One, I learned this a long time ago, someone shared with me from the state level, is as the president-elect, you're building your base behind you. So you're building your team, but additionally, you're allowing that president in front of you, that's her glory, that's her time. You're supporting that person. You know, like they said, everybody has a resume, so leave it at the door. So everybody has earned their right to be in this position. It is a volunteer position, and we appreciate each and every one of you guys. But it's an opportunity to push that president forward, make certain that that person shines during their year. You're supporting them. But also what you're doing is you're building your line behind you. President-elect has a lot of responsibility. And one of the key responsibilities, I would say, just being in that role for a while, is membership and strategic partners. Can somebody give me an idea why I think strategic partnership or strategic partner relationships is so important and paramount for this position?
It's paramount because of the, it helps you through sponsorship opportunities. It helps the growth. It helps the membership. And we cannot survive and sustain any organization without sponsorship.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. It also contributes to the value of the network for the members to have partnerships, strategic partners that are of value, because we all know we're busy. So I think, you know, it's very important for membership to have partners that can contribute to what our mission, our goal is, and provide some value to the members as well.
I agree. Any other shared information about why you think strategic partnership relationship is so critical to our networks? Okay. Ladies, I will say, one, it's an opportunity for you to start developing your brand. Strategic partnership, because you're coming into your role where you may have some strategic partners that came from last year into this year, but what you are doing is you are getting as many strategic key partners as possible. Because it's going to be your reign. You're also bringing money in for the organization. And the more money that you bring in for the organization, the more visibility that you have for your organization. Now, I did share with you guys a strategic partner packet. And I will tell you, one of the good benefits that we did in Anne Arundel County was that we had some good strategic partners. We initially tended to focus on platinum and gold level strategic partners. So the flyer, the handout that I presented in your packet, that's just an example. I think in the 3 years that I've been in the network, I've only seen like 2 at the $2,400. And of course, that was all before COVID. But if you have a partner that's at the $2,400 level, we gave them exclusivity. So if it was a lender, there were no other lenders that we recruited. And then same with the gold level. So this handout is an example. You can customize it, but also realizing, guys, we are in a COVID world, a COVID market. Dollars are very important. So you can take this down to $500. You can take this down to $300. You can have, 5 silver partners. Well, whatever your goal is, it's unlimited. I think, Frederick, you guys did an amazing job, I noticed. And I think, Baltimore, you did too. I used to track you guys over the years, that you guys had a lot of strategic partners who were at various dollar amounts. So you don't necessarily have to go for the big ticket item partner. You can't get somebody for $2,400. But think about 3, 150, whatever it is, and however many partners that you feel that you need to sustain and bring revenue to your network for the year. Another thing that you also want to think about is that Anne Arundel County, and I know a lot of the other ones too, we had a huge fundraiser, Bras for the Cause. That is another way of bringing in not only strategic partners, but bringing in revenue to sustain your network. Because when you're bringing in this revenue to sustain your network, one, it affords you the opportunity to do a lot for your members. It affords you the opportunity to do a lot more marketing, a lot of outreach. You can partner with the various charitable organizations, because even though your members are paying their dues, we don't really retain that much from the dues, guys. Any comments, any suggestions, or any questions about what I just shared? Okay, ladies, I'm gonna need to hear some talking from you guys.
Sorry, I have myself on mute because I just want to go back to you saying about the different amounts. So are you saying that we as our network, in our particular network, we can come up with our own amounts?
Of course,
Individually.
yes.
So this is just an example kind of thing.
These are only examples because
Suggestions.
exactly. I mean, in the heyday, yeah, we could get $2,400 or $1,200. But realistically, think about it. We're still in a virtual world. We're gonna probably be in a virtual world for at least the first quarter into next year. So you may not have a strategic partner that sees the value and like, well, why should I give you $1,200? Or definitely, why should I give you $2,400? So what you want to do is you may go after a lot of little photographers or inspectors or something like that. They may not have that kind of money. So what you want to do is like, okay, customize it. You don't have to give them the full cart of what we give to our strategic partners, and you may.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, if I would take 5, 6 strategic partners at a $150, $300 level than no partner.
Mm-hmm.
Drew,
Right. Yes, ma'am.
do we double tag our partners? So if we have national sponsorship, do we find that we can go after them at a local level?
So you certainly can, because what is that, Navy Federal? I think one of them. Yeah, you certainly can do that, because remember, all of them have local levels also. I would not go after anyone at our state level, because those are our state sponsors.
Mm-hmm.
But absolutely, I mean, think about Chase. Chase is a national partner, but they're local branches, because they're local account executives that want access to our business. Guys, you can also, because last year, or this year actually, we did a lot of partnership with Prince George's County because we're closer. You can share a sponsor. I mean, so what if you say, okay, you split 150, I'll get 150, and you give them access to both of your networks? That's one of the ways that you can get a sponsor. You can say, look, in addition to having access to, say, Howard County, we'll also with our sister network in Frederick? Is that what's close to you guys? Or even AA or whatever. And that would entice a strategic partner.
Mm-hmm.
And so the reason I emphasize, so I think the full board is always responsible for strategic partners, but absolutely the president-elect, you are absolutely responsible for being a rainmaker during this period of time. And it's a great way to get your name out there, great way to get your visibility out there because you're always bringing in money for the network. I heard a question pop up.
So Drew, for our network, the way it was established, we have a, on sponsorship level for strategic partners, we have a group A, which is goal at 2,000, and that allows 2, silver 1,000, which allows 5, and bronze 500, unlimited. And the industries would be real estate brokerages, attorneys, financial advisors, title companies, mortgage companies, bankers. Then in the service industry partners, group B, we established a goal of 1,000, allotting 2, silver 500, allotting 5, and bronze 250, unlimited. And the companies in that area would be movers, professional products, trades, plumbing, handyman, electrical, etc., trash removal, stagers, decorators, interior designer, inspectors, appraisers, photographers, maid services.
I think that's a fabulous array of partners, strategic partners, and a tier system. I think that's absolutely great. And ladies, what I also would encourage you, if you hear something, please share the wealth because we're all trying to keep our networks in Maryland active and visible and sharing the wealth. So I love that tier system. But whatever works, works. We were talking about on one of the calls, I think yesterday, where, during this year, we had a lot of, strategic partners, facilitators, speakers who were giving us free workshops because, in addition to access to our membership, well, we're coming out of that now. So, some of them are asking for, money that we normally used to pay for speakers. And your strategic partners, we allowed them access to speak, without charging them because we wanted to just give gratis. But absolutely, ladies, at this point here, please start getting revenue because, we've lost membership. So I'm going to put a lot of emphasis on the strategic partner because we're going to come out of this second, third, fourth quarter, and you're going to need the revenue. Not only will you need it to sustain your network, but we need it to grow our membership because we're going to go and target and rebuild our membership back again. So Aurelis, thank you so much for that tier system.
Well, what I'll do is I'll email it to you, okay? And you can share it to all the, with all the president-elects.
You can actually, that email that I sent you guys last night with the agenda.
Oh, just, okay, we'll do.
Absolutely, guys, whatever you want to add on it, do that.
Okay.
Thank you for sharing.
Okay, so I talked about, the various partnership levels. I know you're going to give them access to your social media, stuff like that. And then let's see. And have you guys been on the WCR? I'm certain you guys have. I'm sorry. You've been on our national website, right?
Mm-hmm.
Volumes of information.
Yeah.
But think about it. Your president now and your past president advisory, you have all of that information in your network that you can utilize, you can customize too, because you're going to lead during a crazy COVID environment. And so that would require you to kind of think a little bit, certainly still continue to think outside the box. But any ideas of who else you can target in terms of strategic partners?
Other than the ones that have already been talked about?
Yeah, because you can, it's not necessarily just lenders.
Dentist, and you can go outside the box as far as
You can go into the community and your business to business vendors.
right.
Yes, guys, at one point last year, well, I keep saying last year, but this year, we were going to do a health fair and we're still going to carry that into next year. But, the treasurer and I went after dermatologists.
Mhm.
You know, we went after doctors, and specifically, we went after dermatologists. We went after healthcare people. We went after therapists because we were talking about the full mind, body, and okay, let's just get real. Our face is our calling card in the business. So we said, let's go after a plastic surgeon, a dermatologist, and she gave us discounts on Botox, all kind of stuff.
Oh,
Well, yeah,
there you go.
Massage therapist too.
Yeah.
exactly, guys. So these are people that, you know, one, want access to our membership. Two, if you're thinking about doing some type of health event or something like that, especially in this current environment, we went after, you can go after a dry cleaner, heck, $150, $200, who cares? But think outside the box because everybody's going to come after a title company. Everybody's going to go after a lender,
Right.
a real estate attorney. But what about those other services? You know, of course, you're going to come after an inspector. And a lot of your members, and I found this, are baked into whoever their lender are because they've established a partnership. One of the things that our board did, because when we went after a strategic partner, one of the things that we guarantee them is like the board will utilize you in our business. That was, and I picked it up when I did 360 training in Chicago a couple years ago. And I was wondering how some of the networks had some amazing strategic partners. And my board committed to that. So we said, look, if you come in as a strategic partner with us, I can definitely guarantee the board will utilize you. We can't force ladies, remember, our membership to use them. We can put them in front of them, but people are kind of baked in who they want. So that's why I'm saying kind of go outside the box and get other resources for your strategic partners because they may not have thought about it. I mean, a real estate attorney, a dermatologist, no. So think about that too.
Mhm, mhm. Drew, this is Cynthia from Prince George's. Good morning.
Hi, Cynthia Marshall.
How are you?
Fabulous.
We targeted a yoga instructor, and it was amazing because she came in and we did some breathing exercises to kind of calm us down. This was at the very beginning of the year, and actually some of us took advantage of her specials to membership, and she did in-home yoga sessions. So that was a definite example of thinking outside the box and extending that partnership.
I like that. I like that. I mean, my God, think about it. Healthcare workers, nutritionists, especially during this time of year. Not only this time of year, this climate that we're in.
Correct.
I like that. I absolutely like that, Cynthia. So Cynthia, guys, is the president of Prince George's County. And Cynthia, are you carrying the hat of the president-elect?
I am, for now.
Yeah, sure. All of us are. Okay, so I know I kind of beat it up, ladies, but any other question on strategic partnership? Absolutely critical for your network. I would say it's no time like the present. I would start doing it now. We took access to this role on December 1st. So work with your president, work with your board, but do know I strongly feel, and you should, that strategic partner relationship is the owner rainmaker for the president-elect. Don't let it freak you out. Let's talk about network membership. How do you guys feel about that? How do you feel about where you are now with your membership?
Yeah, go ahead.
We definitely need to increase membership. That has, I think, been a struggle for us. So I was previously the secretary. So that has been, I think, a struggle for us since I've been a part of the network, that it has been, declining. So we definitely need to ramp that up.
Absolutely correct. Correct, Tiffany. Ladies, can we just kind of get some ideas thrown at us of what your plans are this year to grow your membership?
Okay. So we had a business planning for 2021. So for instance, right now, we have a coat drive in effect, December 13th. We're going to, as I attended the Health, Wealth, and Self National Conference from the 2nd and the 6th. I encourage the president and the board to utilize the YouTube channel and, you know, extract the videos that are there. So on a monthly basis, we're, so like for instance, the Dr. Lawrence Economic and Real Estate Outlook for 2021, that's going to come out on December 9th. But in 2021, moving forward, we're going to cater like exclusive concierge VIP that's going directly only to the members. To massage them, to get them to collaborate, to participate, so forth and so on. And then we're also going to continue in, doing events where it will be open, to the public at large, as well as the membership. So those are two things. And then in January, we're gonna ramp up with the Tony Robbins. Let's see, what is it? Where are we? We're doing Tony Robbins Peak Performance.
Mhm.
We're going to start the year, with that, and then we have events that we're going to be doing throughout each month. And we're also, I loved her from the tech tips that was provided. She's a Tom Ferry coach, and she's local here in Baltimore, Alicia Ezek. And then we're going to do in February a women's wealth investing for financial freedom. And we're going to try to, what we're going to do is utilize the recording from Amanda Holden, which was phenomenal. And then we're going to try to invite her. We have to look at costs. I'm not sure, will she be pro bono, what her charge is, but in any event, run her recording that she did, and then because it's about an hour or so, and then bring her in for Q&A for maybe.
Okay, so it sounds like what you're talking about is that what you're going to do in terms of developing your membership is make certain that you have an attractive, agenda for going into 21.
Well, and also we're going to start featuring the, we have all been tasked with the 40 members that we have. We all have been tasked to, to call each one of the members and get their information, like for instance, their birthday, get their, when they joined the association, get a picture of them, a small bio of, their certification, their designation, what their specialty is and stuff like that. And we're going to start featuring the members, that continue, renew. We're going to start featuring them, and so we are tasked with a certain amount of members to call them, to check in, and this is something that and the president will call any new members, any new strategic partners, and so forth and so on. And so we're going to be doing this on a periodic basis.
Okay. Robin, what are you guys doing in Howard? I know you are a new network and you guys have done amazing. How are you going to continue to spearhead as a president-elect your membership? Keeping
Yeah,
your current and growing your new.
Right. Well, we do have some, I don't have them in front of me, some events that are planned by the president right now, who just put out something yesterday, which I haven't looked at it yet, but it looked very nice as far as her, I guess she went in the back end and started doing all the back end promoting and whatnot. But reaching out individually, we've been talking the same about, talking to members, which we don't have very many. I'm not sure what it is right now, but it's probably, 18, 20, something like that. And just reaching out to them to hopefully, because I know they all haven't renewed yet. So I know that's a big thing, is trying to get at least the ones who have been a member to renew their membership and give them a little taste of what is coming, in the next year, how challenging the year is, but also with the president, I've talked about reaching out to individuals that I know to try and get them to be members this year. And of course, talking about what value we can provide to them. And that's the big challenge of this year, even though a lot of people are tired of the Zoom meetings. They're kind of zoomed out, so to speak. And, their need to have that one-on-one is just as great as everybody else in the world right now. So it's challenging to get them to do something that they've been doing, and giving them the value is, even though you tell them that's valuable, it's making them feel the value. Okay, so I don't know if that makes sense, but feeling that value is so different. So that will be the challenge, but that's really my goal, to help the president, and of course eventually help myself to be president, is getting the more is talking to other people about, hey, if we collaborate, if we can come together as a group and support each other and give each other ideas and make them feel as involved as we are as president-elects and the president, to get them to be involved. I think that helps them. They're not just asking to be a member, but how can you, as a person, as another, if getting the membership to realtors, how can they provide value to us too? Like, everybody has different insights. Everybody has, a different way of doing business. And so I think reaching out to them personally, that's where I'm at as far as what I intend to do in the next 6 months.
Marshall, if I may add, and to all the president-elects that are here for your network, one of the things that that I did, was the rah-rah, because I don't see that in my 20 plus years on the with Women's Council. I haven't seen that very often. You really should encourage them and take advantage of that 10% discount that's coming from National. And I know that they have now extended it to December 4th. So in my case, that's a $14 savings. Hello. I mean, I'll take it all day, every day.
Right.
Okay. Thank you, Ms. Perez. Leanne, what are you guys doing in Frederick? Because I know you guys have done an amazing job in maintaining your membership.
Right.
Congratulations for that. So what can you share with the group?
Yes, retention, of course, is key to begin with. You have to continue, I truly believe, to show the value of Women's Council, and also how it differs from your local realtor association.
True.
Some people don't understand that, and they're like, well, I'm paying my local realtor association, I'm paying all these dues to NAR and the state and everything. So if I'm going to pay you this money, what am I going to get out of it? So that's something like I tried to convey last year in the social media aspect, was the top 5 benefits, constantly kind of trying to utilize brand assets from Women's Council that are provided free to us. They're actually fairly easy to find on the national website. Already done for you. You don't have to reinvent the wheel. Just post basically that you can put out there on social media, and when you're in person or on Zoom events, you know, a slide reinforcing the value of being a part of Women's Council.
I like that. I like that.
And then I believe we are going to be meeting on the 18th to do our strategic planning for the year. But obviously Nicole and I have had discussions, and she would like to do a mastermind group this year
Mhm.
where it's, just putting our heads together and sharing best practices. So that would get us more into a kind of a smaller group setting, and maybe get to know people more on an individual basis than you would in a big Zoom event.
No, I think that is absolutely fabulous because you guys obviously have done a great job with it. And Miss Kathy, I know you're coming into AA, but you've had some amazing ideas. What can you share with the group about what you or some of the initiatives that you want to do in terms of maintaining and growing the membership in your role? Okay, so Cynthia, are you still on?
Yes, I am.
Do you want to share something? I know that you and I do a lot of joint meetings together.
Yes, and I would love for that to continue.
It will.
And other networks as well. But I think for Prince George's, we really need to go back just organically reaching out to our membership. Similar to what Arella said with individual phone calls, which I've had started doing a little bit to just find out where they are, and especially if they've fallen off and how we can get them back. So that's one thing we really want to do, and also focus on in this virtual world. Our finances and things have been affected over this past year. So to do some financial empowerment and just kind of strategize on how our tax situation looks, and other things going into the first quarter. And sharing some of that. Also, there are some dual career agents that we want to kind of circle back around and pull in who before could not make meetings, but certainly can now in this virtual world. And just some health awareness. Those are just some top side things that we're going to do, but really organically calling each and every member. We have our membership director is someone who leads her alumni association, and she's amazing at membership drives. And so I'm excited to work with her and see what she has in store.
Good move. Guys, so I think we should not even, we've all experienced, we're all working in, managing our business in this COVID world. So finances is huge for people. And if it comes down to, paying the dues for WCR and, paying a light bill or something like that, people are going to default to that, especially when their membership is coming up. A lot of our membership renewals are coming up in December. That's a bite, for someone to be paying that in this month where you're talking about, okay, I got the holidays, I got yada, 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 yada. So regardless of what it is, it's a critical time. And then, we're going into the country may be shut down for another 4 weeks. So those are real things for people. And we cannot just gloss over and like, hey, pay your dues and you're going to get access to this information. Because we're competing. I think it was Leanne, I think you said it too. Why should I pay your dues when I have to pay the association due? I got to pay NARS dues. Who are you guys? What am I getting from you? And I think what it comes down to is that knowing our members, calling them individually, hey, how can I help you build your business? How can I help you maintain your business? And those are some of the things that we do. So it's not only calling them. Am I calling you and asking like, hey, Drew, what do I need to do to help you propel your business? One of the things that we did in AA is that, and I had been managing our Facebook page and will actively manage it, but I knew I now have a social media person, so I'm looking forward to her joining. But one of the things I was telling our members is that, you know, you have a listing, you put it out on that Facebook page. You have a referral, put it out. I wanted them to utilize that Facebook page as a referral source. You know, I wanted them to spotlight their business. You know, some people took advantage of it, some people didn't, but it will require us to continue with it. But I think asking them those meaty questions is like, how are you doing in your business? What do you need from the network? How can I assist you? Do you have any listings you want to post out there? Do you have any buyers you want to post out there? There's never enough marketing that we could help them with. We have access to it, guys. Let's use our Facebook pages. Let's use our YouTube pages and our IG pages to help our members grow and certainly see the value of it. The other thing is that instead of having our meetings, I mean, we have our meetings at 9, 10 o'clock. What about a lunch webinar? What about an evening one? Because we have dual agents.
Yeah.
And I'm not going to jump on your call at 9 o'clock or 10 o'clock or 12. You know, we are catering to women who are running a business and men also. So think outside the box. Think about, okay, so, you know, every quarter, you know, maybe one session out of the quarter, let's have a 5 or 6 o'clock meeting.
Mhm.
What do you guys think about that?
We definitely plan to do that with our dual agent. That was kind of what I was sharing earlier. We definitely plan to acknowledge their presence and do some things later in the day with that.
No, I think that's absolutely correct.
So
What,
Drew, to your point on the Facebook, we're going to leave the Women's Council of Greater Capital Area Facebook, you know, for the recordings of webinars and different events. And we're going to create a Facebook business page separately from that for the listings and everything else. And one of the things that I would love to see us come together as collaboration on all the network to support each one of your events and potentially doing Candorly. So we can see Fredericks, they can see Greater Capital, Howard, because if I'm available, you know, I'll jump on any network and go support that event. Zoom, you know, whatever, in person, what have you. So I think that would be great in the, you know, in the future.
and ladies, I really do feel that we should, because we don't compete with each other. I don't know, but you guys jumped on the call yesterday for the microsite training. So we are supposed to post our calendar out there, and we also share it with the state level. So your classes are there. And then I know a lot of our networks this year did a fabulous job, and last year, where, you know, we sent, the presidents would send, okay, in addition to it being posted on a national site, the state site, they sent it individually to a distribution list of the presidents. Hey, can you please post this on your Facebook page? I mean, I was posting, you know, classes from California. I mean, I networked with some ladies there, and I jumped in some of their classes because, and I shared that with my membership because I wanted the members to know we are a nationwide organization. And I may not be offering this class this quarter, and I may be offering it this quarter, but this is a different facilitator. So that's some of the benefits that you want to share the wealth with them. It's like, okay, you have these 7 networks in Maryland, and you have these hundreds of other networks nationwide. Give them access to it. But it also requires us, ladies, as presidents and president-elects, share the information because it's all out there. And if you can make it, fine. If you can't, no big deal. But put it on your social media pages so your membership can take advantage of it. One of the other things that the treasurer and I did last year, it didn't, you know, happen because of COVID, is that we wanted to spotlight our member by doing a video. And we did that. We also with our strategic partners where we had them send us a video. We put it on our social media page. But you can also think about, you can spotlight a member, especially a member who's been a tenured member and supported your network for years, or even like a new person, and just do like an interview and do something on social media, something on IG. But what you're doing is you're allowing your other members to see like, okay, there is some benefits to me giving up my money and paying for the membership with WCR, which I think is a fabulous group, in addition to NAR and different to the association. So wonderful ideas, you guys. I do like that. Let's continue to share those with each other. Because if something is working for you guys, do it. Aurelis, I like you talking about the code drive, but I think Frederick, you guys did a code drive also, right?
And I know Mary did personally. We didn't as a network. We did the Pi fundraiser. That's our big fundraiser typically for the year that we just finished up.
Okay, so Mary was, yeah, because Mary had
I
all
think.
the codes on her bed. I was like, what's going on? And how
Well,
did the
for
drive go?
us, we sponsored or spotlighted 2 charities throughout the year. And obviously, as Martha continues to be the president, we're still going to spotlight those 2 charities. So Coat Drive, we did something for the coat drive is for Casa DC. So since we encompass DC and Montgomery, so we have partnered with 2 charities that we spotlight them.
Good. And I think we all should, some type of charity or something like that, whatever you guys feel is appropriate. But so now you're probably wondering like, okay, so why are we spending so much time on membership retention? We have a membership director. Well, I mean, ladies, you don't want to go into your role with 10 members. I mean, if you have 10 members, you have 10 members, but you want to work in concert with your membership director. Because remember, it's a volunteer position, and I'm only going to require of my directors, my board, if they can give me the time, they give me the time. If they're dual agent people, they're dual. So it does require a lot of crossover. As I told my board, it's like, none of us have an ego here. I have no exclusivity in any position. You want to do it, it's yours. Gratis with it. But so you do have a membership director, but do know that for your reign, you're like I said, you're the overseer as a president-elect. You want to make certain that you're strategic partner in terms of that rainmaker aspect of your job. And you also want to make certain that you have a network to call your own for when you go into 22, when you become president. Okay, so any other membership before? No, we've got some great ideas on it, but anything else you guys want to share?
I wanted to share something, Drew, that I recall in the president's training that the memberships normally are dropped off. Members are dropped off by March 31st, but I believe that date's been extended to September. And
Yes,
I just think that's really good for us to keep in mind.
No, I think Cynthia, you're absolutely true, because it gives us an opportunity, because we're going to lose some members, but even with our new microsite and access to that, I would encourage you guys, and you have historical information from your network. You have members who've dropped off from last year who will drop off this year, and who will drop off when their membership is due. But since they have extended it until September, keep those members. Keep them active on your page. Send them information, because even though some members dropped off from me, I didn't drop them off. Because eventually they are going to be in a position where they're like, you know what? Drew didn't cut me off. Drew gave me access to everything. I'm in a better position financially in Q3 than I was in Q1. Right. So still include them. I did not drop them off Constant Contact, my Facebook page, nothing. National dropped them off, but I know they're probably hurting. Yeah. So keep them, guys, keep them in the loop, because we have until September. But I like this. Leanne says every agent is at a different stage in their career. That is so true. We've had some agents who were full-time agents who are now working. Got to do what you have to do to keep food on your table. But also think about, there are people that we have not even tapped into. Yeah, we want to maintain our current membership. We want to go back to our historic members, but we want to actively recruit new people. So when one of the things that I talked about with my board from last year is like, hey, each of us should be responsible for not only bringing in 2 strategic partners, but each member, each board member, I want them to be responsible for bringing in 5 new members. Now, I know they've talked about historically that our strategic partner should bring in a new agent. That's not going to happen. I've seen it so infrequently. That's just not going to happen. They're there for the business. But guys, there are hundreds, thousands of agents in Maryland and DC. Get them. Redfin. There's tons of boutique brokerages. We can do anything. Let's invite them. Let's go to the broker's office. Let's call them. But we have access to those people, so we can get those people in. Even if, and I don't, like this year, I didn't charge for anything. I don't think any network did. But why charge when we're building?
Yeah, there was
Right.
one. I'm sorry.
No, go ahead.
I was going to say, I just remembered one of the things that we are doing, and that is we're trying to do something in January. We're inviting the brokers to like a happy hour
Ooh,
and trying to talk to the brokers themselves in our area.
Great
So,
idea.
getting to know them and introducing what we can do so that they can introduce that to their agents, and say, hey, this is what the Women's Council has to offer. And maybe they can help us with recruiting as well. So that's one of the events that we have planned, is to reach out to the brokers themselves that are, locally, so that they can talk to their agents.
I love that idea. I think that's a
Yeah.
fabulous idea. No,
Awesome.
thank you for sharing.
Yes.
So another thing, you guys, you are working with your association, correct?
Yes. Mhm.
Yes.
Because you remember they have new member orientation,
Yes.
and we are permitted to be there.
Mhm.
You can pass out your information. And sometimes, depending on the time frame, you can ask to be on the agenda and do a small little, hey, who you are, introduce who the network is, because why, and then also go after YPN. Don't necessarily go after the low-hanging fruit. Go outside, and that's another way that you can create a project team, within your network. So you may have people who may not want to be on the board, but this is a good opportunity to use your project teams, like call in your membership and say, hey, Aurelis, I know you've been a member of the network for a number of years. I know you're not maybe seeking a full-time board position, but would you be interested in a project team on the membership side or strategic partner side? Because in your role, you're managing that. So don't think that project teams are just necessarily limited to a certain area. You can have a project team based on that. And another thing that you want to do is your past president advisory. That's a wealth of information there. That's a gold mine of information. You think about it. These ladies, these men historically built your network. We're standing on their shoulders. Why would we not want to compliment them and say, hey, I love your expertise on a part-time basis. Would you like to be part of our membership committee? Would you like to be part of the strategic partner? You guys, do you remember, you guys know Joanne Poole, right?
Of course, she makes it rain.
Oh my God, she came out of Anne Arundel County, and at one point she wanted to come back, and she goes, oh, I said, I don't care if you want my position. Come on. Who would pass up Joanne Poole?
Yeah.
Christine Carroll came out of AA, and so what I'm saying is we all have past presidents and we have past members. Put them on a committee. And some of the key committees that we can put them on going into 21 is membership and strategic partners. So think about that, because I'm thinking about it and I'm doing it. One other,
Question, Drew.
yes, ma'am.
I have two questions. So on the basis of the bylaws, I just want to be clear. How many meetings should the local network be having?
So I will tell you, on the basis of the bylaws, it looks like you're supposed, and Cynthia, help me here, what is it? 10? Wait.
No, it's 6, I believe.
It's 6. You need a minimum of 6 mission-focused events annually.
Yes.
4 industry meetings and 2 event-focused networking relationship ones. So, yeah, I mean, you can do that. You don't necessarily have to have,
No, the reason I'm going somewhere with this, the reason I'm asking is because you said something. We're at-will volunteers.
correct.
So when you have board meetings on a monthly basis, and you're also carrying events on a monthly basis for the at-will volunteers on your board, then it becomes a full-time job. And we're running a business and there are parents trying to, be teachers and counselors and everything else. So I just, I wanted that distinction so I can take it back, or maybe I'll just leave it be and make a change.
No, thank you. And thank you for addressing that. I will share with you one of the things that, and a lot of our networks did this successfully this year and years prior, where we collaborated with each other. And Cynthia and I did that this year with Prince George's County. So what we did was we had meetings twice a month. I mean, and for me, I thought in a virtual world that it was like easy peasy. I mean, and what we did was, I mean, if I was going to get 15 members on my Zoom call and Cynthia had 15, we had a meeting.
Right.
So what you do is you just do your agenda. You ask your membership to help you. So you don't want it to become a full-time job. And what you're doing is you're sharing, as I mentioned, you're sharing the wealth, because you're asking the board members, how much time can you give and commit to the network? I'm not going to force someone who's running a business, because of the business family comes first. But ask them, if you know you have a board member who can only give you, I can give you 6 hours out of the month, Drew. Okay, fine, I'm doing that. But you have a membership base. You have project teams, so you can utilize those people. You don't want it to become a full-time job because it becomes frustrating. You want to delegate and build resources underneath you and around you.
And be
Okay,
comfortable
and
and
then
confident in delegating. Be comfortable and confident in doing so. I think sometimes we hesitate and don't want to relinquish some of these duties and responsibilities, but feel comfortable and confident in doing that.
Okay, and my second question, I don't know if you have the answer, or maybe Lisa, who's with us. So everyone has different anniversary dates of when they joined the organization. So to take advantage, okay, so for instance, mine is easy because my effective date is January 1 to December 31st. So I was able to take advantage of the 10% discount. I'm already renewed. So if you don't renew till March of 2021 and you go into the national website to renew and you put your credit card there or whatever. So at that time in March, when you're scheduled to renew your membership for 2021 to 2022, will you get the 10%?
I don't know. I mean, I saw that, wasn't there email out this morning that National extended it?
Yeah, to December 4th. But my question is, because everyone is sort of on a prorated anniversary.
I don't know that. I said, I don't know that. And I don't know, Lisa would know that because that comes from National. But I would dare say in a COVID world that we're trying to maintain membership, National may be, but that also gives us an opportunity. One, remember, all of our memberships are receiving that same email. They're probably receiving a ton of emails, but we can call them and say, hey, don't forget to take advantage of it. You can do a video on your website. You can call them and say that. Maybe National will extend it until March. I don't see any reason why, but I can't speak for that because I don't know that.
No, the question is, if everyone is on a staggered different anniversary date and you go into the national website and put your information, so when your membership does expire, will the 10% apply whenever? February, March, April, May, June, whenever your renewal time comes up.
I just tried to do that and it didn't work because I wanted to renew early to get the 10%.
It didn't allow you to?
No, it didn't.
Okay.
That is something that we can kick to, Lisa probably would have eventually access to that, but are you asking because you have some members who are coming up you're trying to encourage them to enroll earlier?
Right. So we did a flyer which was sent to all the local to all the members, and then it's advertised on our website. I just forward to the person that does the graphic and things, hey, it's been extended. Let's revise that, and then I'm about spamming, so national spam, sends out 2, 3, emails, when they have an event, state does the same thing. Why not just, put it in their face? Hey, take advantage of the 10%. I even thought of if worst case scenario, I'll be willing to waiting, to see what happens, to take, give them $15 off of our side.
That's something that you could do. If you guys have the resources, think about it. You can certainly extend that. There's nothing prohibiting you guys to say, okay, we're going to, for anybody who enrolls, such and such and such, we're going to give you $15 off or whatever you want to. I think, who is that? Lisa put something in there. You can call member service to clarify. But I think that's a good idea. If you guys have the resources going into next year and you guys want to do that for your members, I don't see any reason why you're going to eat the $10 or whatever you want to for your membership to grow. Do it.
Right. So, on our side, we get 30. So, to go half, we can do a membership drive, from January 1. I'm certainly going to bring it up for our next, board meeting to, have a membership drive from January 1st, to the end of June. Because I feel as though that's going to be, our first and second quarter of COVID. And so, we should be taking a breath potentially by July 1st. So, come on, girl.
No, I think those are some fabulous ideas, ladies. One of the things that I also would encourage you for your role is to do not forget to utilize your project teams. Start creating them now, start identifying your membership, because what you're doing is, remember, you're pulling people from the membership rank and new people for your reign when it's coming up. So go deep. I would manage those project teams. You can have a project team for every quarter, for every event you have, the code drive, the pie, whatever you're going to do. Start creating some mini little project teams, because those people you are identifying as your future board and your future leaders. I think membership is such a huge thing for us and will continue to be such a huge thing for us coming into this year and next year, that I would definitely center a project team around it. I would also center a project team around, because everybody knows someone on your membership. So center a project team around your strategic partners also. Okay. Ladies, the next thing I'd like to spend some time with, before I jump there, Cynthia, you guys, Cynthia did a shredded event. It wasn't part of her network, but I thought that was a great idea, because think about it, in COVID, people have been cleaning their houses and doing all kind of stuff and having garage sales, you name it. But I thought that shredded event you did with the credit union, Cynthia, was really, that was really successful.
Yes, it was very successful. Thank you for mentioning that. And also it started the beginning of a great relationship with the credit union. So had some other things in mind for that event as well. So, looking to partner with them again in the spring, and also some way we can partner within the network. So, and people did, including Kathy, came on out because we did have a lot of things stored ready to shred, including myself. So it was an absolutely wonderful event. Well,
And if I could just throw out that, Cynthia, it was the first time I'd met you. I'd heard a lot about you, but I thought it was a great event. I ran to the event right before it ended, and I just thought it was a great event. So I hope you have it again, and I hope I can plagiarize some of that as well.
Absolutely.
But think about it, that's such a fabulous idea, you guys. So that's a benefit that we're giving to our members, and we can ask for volunteers. But also think about it, a credit union is a non-traditional strategic partner. So instead of these, let's get a credit union. Let's do a shredded drive. I know KW Preferred Property in Prince George's County, last year, they did a huge shredded event as one of their red days. And let me tell you, every agent you ran across who was doing door knocking had that shredded event on their flyer. And they just went into communities. I was like, geez, that's kind of smart. We can do this as a membership, you guys. We can get our membership, we can create a template in Canva, because, we all are committed to getting Canva Pro. What about that? That's a benefit that we can do to our membership. Say, look, hey, our network is going to do a shredded event with this credit union. We're going to create some custom templates, and then we can do a door knocking event. But just some ideas I'm thinking about. So, when members are always talking about, okay, what benefit are you going to do for me? I'm going to help you grow your business. I'm going to help you maintain your business. I'm going to help you insulate your business going into, continuing into this COVID world.
It was so funny because at the event, I am a member of the credit union, but not an active member. So I have membership, and partnering with the COO, she was quick to bring that to my attention. So I will definitely be depositing some funds there.
Yeah, guys, just think about it. What credit union would not want access to us realtors and our commission money? And our members, they give great benefits. Okay, the other thing I'd like to share with you guys and talk with you guys about, so remember, you are flanking your president, supporting your president, making certain that your president has a peaceful and successful reign, because that president then becomes part of the President Advisory Committee. The president is there for you. So you're helping that person shine in the limelight, because your time will come also. But I want you to know, as a president-elect, so your president has state network meetings, association meetings, with other networks and stuff like that. You also do that too. It is a wonderful opportunity for people to know the president and the president-elect simultaneously at the same time. So when your president goes to, I don't know, we're going to go to any state meetings in the first quarter, but please utilize that as an opportunity. Not only you, but your secretary, you guys could come to those meetings also. I would also share with you guys, if you haven't done it, I would absolutely 100% encourage you guys, maximize your network by doing some collaborations with your other sisterhood networks around you. Do it in Maryland. And then also think about it. You've formed some relationships nationwide. What about if you did a collaboration with Miami? I mean, I follow them all the time. I love those girls. What about thinking outside the box and doing something with California? I like that network also. I mean, they're massive. They're huge. Follow some networks and do some collaboration. They have some events. I know some of the events that I want to have this year for our group is, we know from what they were talking about NAR and just reality with the industry, is that we may have a large percentage of short sales and foreclosures. I know California does a ton of classes with that because I follow them. I know Florida does too. But we can, as a network here, with our state network and with our local sister networks, let's build Maryland. Let's have some meetings. So let's talk about some collaboration. What do you guys think about that? And what are you committing to do? Put you on the spot.
I think collaborations are very, very important. That is something that we discussed for next year to start, collaboration on different events. One specifically is RE&E. We were going to host that. And there is another network, and I can't remember, I don't have my notes with me, that is also doing it. So instead of us doing it back to back, we've decided to connect with that network to offer it kind of together. So I think it's important just to show just collaboration among the networks. I think really will transpire into the members understanding what the mission and goal is in this, network of women and men as well. But I think it's very important to do so. And
strengthen numbers.
Yeah, absolutely.
No, I like that, Tiffany. I absolutely, yeah, because you guys used to do some crazy cool events and COVID just kind of killed you guys. That diamonds and jeans.
Yeah. Yeah, we had a bunch of stuff planned, but COVID ruined everything. No, but we did have some stuff. We wanted to do a crab feast this year. We had a ton of stuff on our calendar for this year. So hoping to be able to do, more stuff next year, but we'll see.
Well, let me tell you, both I personally, and please don't attack me, people, I think Baltimore has the best crab cakes. And so when you guys do the crab event, let me know.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Okay, let's hear you guys. What collaboration events and who do you want to collaborate this year with?
Well, I think we're doing a collaboration with Frederick because I think they had done one with Frederick before. I don't have the exact information in front of me, but I know, I believe that was one of the things they had talked about is collaborating with the Frederick Network and doing something with them.
Mm-hmm. Good.
Sounds good.
Miss Arelis? Oh, I'm sorry.
Yes.
Who are you guys collaborating with? Because you're right in the middle.
We're always in the middle. So for me personally, I would like to collaborate with each one of the sisterhood to get to know one. And basically a collaboration doesn't have to be, Frederick could join an event of ours and, vice versa. We don't have to, reinvent the wheel and, go back to the revamping and re-strategizing and business planning of creating an event,
No.
We're one, together we're a strong force. And, so I'll take this back and this is something that I would love to see because it gives us an opportunity to shine on Howard, Greater Baltimore, Anne Arundel, Howard, Frederick, Prince George's County, as well as, greater capital area for Montgomery County and DC.
I think that's a great idea. I want to share some. So Leanne, I'm sorry you popped up. I know you guys are doing something, it sounds with Howard County, correct?
I'm not sure if we are, it hasn't been shared with me yet, so my apologies. I am obviously open to collaborating with any networks that want to collaborate. It just shows the size and breadth of the organization to our members on a state level, and then also even that would be mind-blowing to do a network collaboration with someone from a different state altogether.
Absolutely. It just shows the reach of us. I will continue as Anne Arundel. We will do some collaborations with Prince George's County, but let me tell you, I am not opposed to doing, one meeting or several meetings with all of the networks in Maryland, because it just shows strength and access to it. Because think about it, as our members, there's certain territories that, you know, we're licensed in Maryland, DC, and Virginia, but we may not want to go out there. Like, I know I have no reason and want to drive out to Frederick. So, but if I knew that I had access to members in Frederick through the networking resources, I'm going to call, you know, one of my sister realtors or brother realtors in the Frederick area, do to referral. It's the benefit of collaboration and, you know, the network, and it either can be in person or it can be virtual. But I think we have a huge opportunity for is because some of the benefits of COVID is we've come into this virtual reality, this virtual world, this virtual business. It's not going anyplace. And I love it. And I think our clients love it. So why not continue with our Zoom meetings where we have networking events in the afternoon? We can do cocktail events. We can do whatever we do, but we can do like one big, large event and do separate little breakout rooms, you know, where they can do networking and stuff like that. But give our membership an opportunity to meet someone else, you know, in Baltimore, in Howard, or in Frederick County. So, ladies, I know I rambled on a lot. You guys shared some amazing information. I want to leave it open because I want to hear some ideas that you guys can share with each other, and how we can help each other, and how we can help you in your role.
One of the things also that I like to expand for myself is to really promote and advocate the Radius agent platform that WPAS has. And the reason is because that's a huge platform that you should either do a tutorial for the members so they can really take advantage, because I can honestly say, well, also, you know, I'm the archaic dinosaur in the room. You get a lot of referrals from there, and you are to be seen, you know, and, you know, for that.
I think that's a fabulous idea. Thank you for sharing it. I think you're absolutely correct. I mean, we can do that as a network, you know, how to utilize the Radius, do a training class on it for our membership, and certainly going into the first quarter. Thank you. And how can we help you in your role going into 21?
So I think that what we need to do is, what I'm going to do is look at the calendar and reach out now that I'll save the group now that Drew has provided that, and then we could do a collaboration of one event for the entire sisterhood. And
like it.
You know, I mean, we don't have to, you know, the whole network, and, you know, maybe state, you know, can help us where, you know, before within the first quarter to have a tutorial. You know, it could be, you know, it could be in the evening, early evening. It could be 4 to 5, 5 to 6, where we can have, you know, cocktail. But I think that one of the issues is we need to have someone that has mastered the Radius agent and that can walk you through it, because a lot of people are very visual. We have a lot of you know, we have people that are older members or elderly members or mature members or seasoned members. They don't do social media or Facebook. And if you have like a cheat sheet or a fact sheet that they can have, and they can go in there and do their